Out of the horizon production from last year's squad. Too high profile. Will shoot as many as 35 threes a game. Here's Lamont Butler, the point guard. Grant Darbyshire and Walker Horn, a couple of walk-ons. And a push for an early whistle again. Brandon Knoll inside, misses the bunny. Gets the ball and puts it right back up and in.
Down perimeter shots, a very good passer.
Take Owe fouled on his way in.
Shooters all year long.
Owe played for Porter Moser at Oklahoma last year. From the line for Otega Owe, the junior out of Newark, New Jersey. Sent the other way, now Kentucky chance to push. Owe all alone! Andrew Carr gives it up. Williams, nobody stops him. A left-hand hammer. Last year, one of the top scoring teams in the country at 89 a game under John Calipari. Contested three is good. Lamont Butler, quick as a hiccup, lays it in.
If you can't guard the ball, Wright State's in real.
They're one of the best defenders in college basketball. Transition three. Get used to it. It's what they want to do. Got length in front of him, backs him down with 2 on the shot clock. He rolls off.
How long does it take for them to settle into this game?
3 is off the mark. They're really struggling. 3 ball off the mark from Hubricks. And here comes a Kentucky run. And that one banked in by Brandon Knoll.
Hey, whatever it takes, though, to that Patino system of pressing and knocking down threes at a high rate.
A couple of subs in for the Cats. That 3 off the mark. For knockdown shots is 3 for 13. Transition 3 again. Robinson in and out.
Apologetic for how many threes they take this year.
Keith Norris high off the glass. Rebounded by Robinson. Is one of the best shooting teams under John Calipari from behind the arc in a while. Here's Carr with a jump hook. And it rolls home. And he and Andrew Wellage have entered for the first time for Wright State. Carter knocks down the 3. He was just 2 for. Brea left all alone.
He was one of the most sought-after shooters in the court.
To the 2021 national title game. Dribble drive knocked away by Colin Chandler.
For Mark Pope.
3 ball off the mark. Williams with the board. Touch pass to 77. Arizona won 86% of his games. Corner 3. Good.
Really good action.
Kobe Bryant. Top State in this game than they played with all last year. Shake and 3's off the back. Tipped right. Team that led the country in field goal percentage last year. Step back 16-footer in and out. It's late again for Wright State. 5 on the clock. Contested jumper, no. Garrison got a hand on it last few years. Brea, floater, good.
Good aggressive pull down. Brea is all of 6
points a game, 4th in the country. We're pushing and shoving inside, and Noel tried to lean in of him so far here tonight. Creasa from the logo at the end of the clock.
That's
an interesting conversation with Pope at shoot around today, and a bump from Collins.
How deep he will go in terms of understanding his own team. Oh, that rim dive. Yeah, that's just too easy.
Team last year that scored a lot of points, nearly 90 a game. Step back from Hubricks, and I just
Williams, and we know Lamont Butler, his kick to the ball right here was, that's just way so easy. Oh, wow, listen, he's made 3s combined on this Kentucky roster. Easy backdoor, clear out again. Mark Pope, so good.
Experienced team in program history with 586 career starts. After the hesitation, the 3's no good, and a rebound by. Here's Butler, one of the biggest gets in the offseason for this team out of San Diego State. Carr got tied up. Is that good?
That train is just continuing to power down the tracks. I mentioned Salvin Callahan, number 30 of 6 months, and has a beautiful family that is adopted.
Dribble handoff, another hesitation, another late shot clock situation, and Otega Owe with the foul. Here's a fan. Hubricks trying to find some space. Contested jumper, good. Diego State. A little shake for Garrison, trying to weave through traffic.
Shot selection other than Garrison's has been 10 out of 10 in my eyes. That length again, and just continue.
Williams gets cut off on his spin back. Knoll with the steal and the slam. Brandon Knoll. Lamont Butler's all over it. What a play on the defensive end. He blows his second bucket.
Quiet, humble confidence about Mark Pope that tells you he's going to do just fine.
This guy's getting ready to play in one of his biggest tournaments of his career.
And he wants this job.
And he's thinking.
He's here as an assistant for Eddie Sutton in Kentucky, and he walked in my office one day and said, "This championship banners," and he's not backing away from it at all, nor should he.
Away from the corner.
To defend in transition.
Good first pass, bad second pass. Butler wide open. And Knowles got another board. I know you were a little surprised you're doing your Wright State research. Nothing. They have
Right. Yeah, they had a bicycle shot, kind of a machine shot. Watch out, Amari Williams out at short.
Against a top 25 opponent came against Butler in 2007. That was a nice finish. Callan recruited Butler before he went to San Diego State. He was big on his recruitment as this staff ready for the NBA draft. And he got in the portal, and the rest is history. That one's the size advantage, gives it up to Butler. Wanted to lob it right back to him, and after the pump fake, it'll bring a trip to the free throw line. This team from a different program has got to get used to playing at a different tempo.
Mark Pope saw that this guy is a skilled playmaker that fits exactly into the style.
Out of steam. Stopping a spin, and now Carr for three. Jackson Robinson started with the bang, and we got the champions a week from tomorrow, which will be fantastic. But college celebration. Corner three for Owen.
It has been here in Lexington. This is exactly what about in the first half. They practice a lot, Kentucky does, with 15 seconds on the shot clock. That's how aggressive, how fast.
Owen trying to keep him away. Garrison. No good.
When you're completely rebuilding rosters, you just want to have a couple of games just to get an idea to make sure we're the title the first time through the Big 12. They run away with the conference title. Made it to the Sweet 16. They, in my eyes,
favorites are close to it and win a national title for the first time, like Houston and Bama. Butler with the turnaround. And he gets it close and personal. Tell me about that Arkansas team.
Their guard play was electric that night. Boogie Flannery Griffin started every game last year for a Final 14 Alabama, but two teams I said that night that
Perry themselves got two national titles.
Wow. Season would be 1A and 1B. I got to wait to see how they play, but man, those two. Tom, I just look at this Kentucky team. I saw Kansas and Arkansas shoot at the depth inside with Amari Williams and Brandon Garrison. There's a lot of good things.
This is, as we mentioned earlier, a loaded league this year. 9 SEC teams in the top 20. They step through on the share. And a trip to the free throw line coming for 8.
State has to get back to being who Wright State has been in the last 4 or 5 years, with the exception of last year. But the score's not indicative tonight of how good of a coach he is and what I think Wright State.
Or the Kentucky playing on the road tonight. They're at Florida State.
Kentucky just tied.
Another one coming his way. Coach a few years ago. It's not the first time he's been the head coach in this building. He's filling up the stat sheet tonight. One more. Give the freshman points and 10 boards. Noel with a block touch. And Williams lost it on the way in. It'll be Wright State back.
If your post guy is starting that many plays and you've only turned it over 6 times.
He's got 11 and 11 in 17 minutes. Ricocheted out of bounds off of.
From the first 3 steps of their conversion offense to the final push, and the ball swung to the corner. Discipline to run with that type of space.
Cats made about 10 threes per game last season. For 3 seasons at McMurray, that included the COVID year. Then went junior college for. Get one? Sure. And slide it again. Brad dumps it inside. Nice pass.
Yeah. Tom, he cut before the ball was up.
Held Wright State to 28% shooting tonight. Nice cut and a finish on the other end. That's Brandon Knoll. Challenge 2. Brea had his hand right in the face of Solomon Callahan.
Liking it a lot, man. Carr catches it. Bam, go. That is so well done. Now, is falling asleep. Knoll was
9 buckets for Kentucky. This is Colin Chandler, freshman from Farmington, Utah. Was at Hops. He won the slam dunk contest at Big Blue Madness. He jumped right over Mark Pope and his wife.
Leanne was a good call by Kentucky to do it.
That's a good coaching
my
move
guy.
right there.
I love this kid as a person.
Left hand by Kobe Bryant. Got a baker's dozen.
On their spacing and their ability to run the offense through their 5-man puts a lot of pressure. And most of the time it's going to be 4 or 5.
There's Creason with the lob. And Garrison still nearly finished.
Phone it to 7-footers.
There's a switch, and that is off the back rim, but another offense. Garrison. He and Ole were rivals last year in Bedlam, Oklahoma State and Oklahoma.
His threes last year at Oklahoma.
Feet inside, and it rolls home for Callahan. Creason had a wide open layup, dishes it out for the assist.
But that's extremely confident in who they are and how they play.
I think Creason is a great example of that on the bench now. And he pointed to walk-on Walker Horn. He said, this guy never stops talking, which was a total joke. I mean, he ran off the...
Right now, we're 235 or 36 made threes. And he led the Pac-12 back-to-back years at Arizona.
He was playing for and who he was playing with. Bray, a nice dish. Butler triple pop. Follows again. Throw line.
Will you still be doing this when you're 80?
If you're with me, yes. But what would you be, 65? You couldn't put up with me for that long.
No, it's taken all I got. I mean, think about that. I mean, the plane was first flown in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
That's right.
So there's a rivalry between, because the winds would help.
Yeah, they wanted to get off that big sand dune, kill Devil Hills. Keaton Norris with
Iowa State University opening up a campus.
1 points for out of Nottingham, England. Reach in and knocked away. Ole started it. Butler cleans it up, and now Carr shares it. Away we go. Got another one coming his way.
And just to clean up my Orville and Wilbur Wright salute, there would not be a Jimmy's
with 14, and comes with a couple of missed shots at the rim and a Wright State turnover.
Final 4 national championship point guard experience in year 1.
Air ball in the corner, ends up in the Cats' hands, and then
You hear me say that?
Here's Garrison from the free throw line.
Yeah, a bunch of them got 1. Can't afford 2.
A fadeaway. What a shot.
Tommy's a good...
Jim, I think what's really interesting to tie the football conversation back on the basketball side.
Alvin not old together. But you wouldn't know it watching them play tonight. The way they move the ball, how they've... It's just Tom. By circling the team up, and he had Lamont Butler and the players talking about their parents, what they've done for them, what they mean to them, what they've learned from them, all those things, and then it's followed up.
On the floor now for Kentucky, contested 3. And that was part of our discussion, actually, was how he motivates players.
There's my guy again. I'm a big fan. Oh, no. Sprained ankle by Callahan at the end, but he's got an explosive
feed inside and a touch pass. And they share it again, and Bray is able to clean up his 18th point of the night.
I just think that play right there.
Perry with all of the freshman talent that he brought in year after year. And a good feed 100 tonight for the first time since their regular season finale against Arkansas last year. They put 111 on the Hogs. Couldn't do it. I just didn't want to jinx anything. No jinx tonight for the Cats. A 103-62 victory over Wright State. The Mark Pope era starts off with a dominating victory. Mark Pope got everything he wanted from his squad tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. The Pope was blessed tonight in a lot of ways. His guys played like they practiced. That's the first thing as a head coach your first year in the first game. Do we play like